Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We are back again. This is DJ Gary. And this is an interesting video that I'm going to do right here. This is one that I think I'm going to make a lot of noise on. And I want everybody to let me know your thoughts and comments. We're going to talk about the comparison if this world was mine. Marvin Gaye, Tammi Terrell version. And we got Luther Vandross and Cheryl 1981 version. The Marvin Gaye Tammi Terrell was 1967. Um, and to be specific, the writers is Ashford and Simpson. Nick Ashford and Valerie Simpson. They were writers of the staff, songwriters of the Motown company at Hitsville. Um, they penned majority of Marvin Gaye, Tammi Terrell. They penned some Marvelettes songs. I think they did some. They did some Martha Reeves and Vandellas, Supremes. They did. They did mostly that, right? Rest in peace to Nick Ashford. Shout out to Valerie Simpson, who's still alive, and I know she's going to be reaping the benefits of this reemergence of If This World Was Mine. So I want to get into it. Um, the difference, my opinion on it, because I got in. There's like an interesting discussion going on about the song Kendrick Lamar just sampled "If This World Was Mine," the Luther Vandross version. Uh, and I kind of feel like I want to see what the audience, what they like, or kind of like give my 2 cents in it as to why the original wasn't sampled or what's the reason behind it, right? And which one is better? In my opinion, um, Luther Vandross and Cheryl Lynn version is pretty good. Um, I think it's one of those. It's a classic. It's definitely one of those ones that it has a different context listening to that version. It's a lovely version, um, without a doubt, and it's it's it it's more into a, I don't want to say a quiet storm type thing, but for that 80s generation, 90s onward, it kind of became like this popular phenomenon. Um, and I didn't hear Luther Vandross' version that much growing up. I did hear, I heard his version, and it's pretty good. Um, and I think it's a good rendition. On the other hand, Marvin Gaye, Tammi Terrell, I grew up on that version. That version was always played. The 1967 version, that was always played. And for me personally, I don't know about anybody else, but I definitely have a, like, for me, If This World Was Mine, Marvin Gaye, Tammi Terrell version, like nothing ever comes close to that version. And why? Because they really put their thing on it. They really gave it what it was. Um, I can't really take nothing away from Luther. Luther is Luther. You know, he did a fantastic job. But when I hear Luther's version, I'm hearing like it's not a it's it's a love. It's kind of like a it's more of a school like a like wherever I hear, I think about the Wood movie scene. So in my mind, I think of it as like a school, like like a schoolboy crush, like high school crushes. You know, it was more of that type of vibe of it. I got like a high school crush vibe in there. Finally, getting together and they feeling each other, that type of thing. Well, as opposed to Marvin Gaye, Tammi Terrell version, I got more of like a like a sultry uh, a 10-year marriage, um, confessing their love for one another, that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I really got that type of vibe, and that's not diminishing Luther's effort because I think Luther did a great job. It's a lovely job, but I don't think it never for me it never paired up. So Kendrick Lamar just released his GTX album, and he sampled the Luther Vandross version. Now, for me, I think maybe it went with the. There could be three theories why he went with Luther Vandross and Cheryl version. My first theory is sample clearance. Sample clearance is, you know, if you sample a cover version, it might cost less because it's a cover, right? So you could, even though the writers get paid, the cover version might actually be less to buy, or you know less for the label, as opposed as the original probably costs an arm and a leg. They probably want like I don't know, maybe like 800,000. You know what I'm saying? Licensing is crazy, right? But of course, UMG would hold the rights to it. Um, the Marvin Gaye version. Second theory is it goes with the vibe of the album. Um, it sounds better sampled there, and it's like it's less of a headache to sample and put a beat under it and make it a bop and play with the vocals. Third is because um it's a version that his generation grew up on, or his generation was playing. So his parents was playing that version probably when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? and he decided to go with that. And plus, that version is kind of like more of a celebrated version, if you know what I mean. But for me, I'll say the Marvin Gaye Tammi Terrell version will always be my favorite because it's just it's different for me. It hits different every time I hear that. Every time I hear, you know, I believe Paul Reisner uh, conducted the orchestra, and he put that together, um, the strings, and it was so beautiful. So it's hard to really say. It's hard for me to really go with Luther's version because I'm accustomed to Marvin and Tammy version. Their vocals alone just does it for me. You know, just that like it's different, right? And then Pistol Allen on them drums, like it hits different. So I like it, and I always play that. You know, you could even take the music out and just have the vocals of Marvin and Tammy, and it's just gonna be a phenomenal record, and it resonates, and it's spooky at times because you're like they have this dynamic, this power, and interject interject into each other, and you play it and you're just like mesmerized, like ooh, like I could imagine the atmosphere when recording the vocal, you know. But Valerie Simpson and Nick Ashford, their family is going to eat very good off of this, off of the song, um, like easily, So I hope more people listen to the Marvin and Tammy version as well as the Luther version, because it makes sense. And uh, hey, I'm in my uh, I'm in my late 20s, uh, mid 20s, whatever, and I've been listening to the Marvin and Tammy version since I was like since I could walk. So yeah. All right, that's it for now. Like this video, comment, subscribe. I'm out.